everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Or welcome to my channel if you are new here. If you are new here, my name is Hannah and I am a solo mom, basically starting over her whole entire life. I just signed up for classes for this fall. I am currently working on my CNA, doing my CNA program. I bought my start over home all by myself. Moved to a different state, a new job, just a lot is going on in my life, and I decided to share this part of my life with you guys. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and then don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it really helps my channel grow. All right, I'm sweating. Whew. But let's go ahead and talk about how things are going as a solo mom deciding to go back to school in her 30s while working full-time, raising kids by herself. I think I'm a little crazy. I think I am a little crazy. So I am currently doing classes Mondays and Tuesdays, and those classes go from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and I am working Wednesday through Sunday from 2 to 10. Yeah, it is wild, and I have cried a few times because it is a lot, but I'm almost done. Next week is my last week, and I am so excited to have my CNA classes done. It has been a lot of work. I am not going to lie. It's been a lot. If you did not know, I am going to school to do x-ray. I actually don't even know if I officially said that I was going to school to do radiography or not. I just been talking about my CNA program, but in order to get into the x-ray program, you have to do the CNA program beforehand. And I wanted to do the CNA program anyway, just because I wanted that certificate and it be official, because I mean, who doesn't want to have a little CNA like official badge as they're working? You know, you like work your way up. You gotta start at the bottom and you slowly work up that ladder. The health field is always something that I was drawn to. I wanted to do the x-ray program when I was in high school, but life at that time had different ideas for me, but that's okay, because here I am now going back to school, which was a very scary decision for me, because thinking about going back to school in your late 30s, terrifying. But another reason is because I was working 3+ jobs before, and I want a job and a career that is stable. I have that security. I don't have to rely on anybody else. I don't know why, but whenever I start talking about this kind of stuff, I start crying. Literally, I cannot cry. Plus, I gotta get ready for work. Like, I need to get together. But another reason why I wanted a job in healthcare is because it is a stable career. My life has been, in the past, very unstable. I want that security of income, and I don't want it to come from somebody else. Like, I want to be able to provide it. If I ever got a partner in life again, I don't want to rely just on them, because I mean, anything can happen. I mean, I know from personal experience, anything can happen. So just having that degree and education is very, very important to me. Oh my gosh, Lenny. There is something so rewarding about working as a CNA. Well, I guess I'm not a CNA yet, but as a caregiver right now, the world is so cruel. I'm gonna start crying. I cannot. Why do I want to cry? But the world is so cruel, and I've dealt with some not so nice people, and these people that you're providing care for, 99.9% of them are just so thankful and so kind, and being able to provide that smile or like little light in their day is just, it just makes me feel good, you know, especially when you know that there's so much hate and stuff out there. We don't need that anymore. Who wants to be in the hospital or the nursing home with grumpy people? I sure wouldn't want to. So if I can put a smile on their face and make them feel safe, then I'm winning, you know? And that's a good feeling. How has my CNA classes been going as someone who's just a little bit older than the classmates? I'm old enough to be all of their moms. It's true. It's true. All of them are in high school. The first few days were extremely awkward. I was very embarrassed going in because I had no idea what to expect. But as time has gone on, I mean, the embarrassment has gone out the window. All the girls that I'm in class with are so kind. You know, they're not embarrassed for me. I think it was more in my head than it was theirs, you know, talking about going back to school and all that kind of stuff. If anything, they're just more curious about my life and what made me decide to go back to school now, you know, when all of them are starting or about to graduate, going off to college, and my life was different. So, but you know, it wasn't as embarrassing as I thought it was going to be. But I'm not done yet. There could be something very embarrassing that could happen next week, but I guess I'll let you know if it happens. Trying to study has been so hard, but I am proud because I got 93% on my first test and 95 on my second test. But between working, you know, doing mom things, life, it has been very hard to squeeze in studying and retain the information, because sometimes I'm looking at the piece of paper and I can't even retain what I'm reading. So I'll write it down, you know, make a flashcard, but that has been very, very hard for me. Even though I've passed, but still, it has been extremely difficult to study. I am nervous about the skills tests because I haven't really studied that. I mean, besides in the classroom, but at home, I've just read this stuff. I'm like, is this actually processing in my brain? I do feel like this class went by so fast. It was only a month long. I think you needed like 75 hours, but I started it. It's only 2 times a week. Only. As like my life is crazy. But Monday is Tuesday, 7 to 3. But it was only for this month. But I feel like I started and it was just like bam, 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 bam. You know, we read a chapter, like briefly went over it. Then that same day we did the like little quiz study guide, and then she was like, okay, we have a quiz tomorrow. And then being on the floor doing clinicals, and like, I don't know, I just feel like it went by so quick, and I'm hoping that I process the information for skills, so when I go to state I'm able to pass. But it went by so fast, because I know for a fact in the state that I moved from, it was an actual college. Well, this one is too, but the program was like 3 months, I feel like, and the clinicals were so many different hours in the day, where this one, the classroom and the clinicals are all within that 7 to 3 time period. I don't know how it is everywhere else, but that's just like the 2 different experiences that I've had. Because I did have my CNA back in the day, but I just did it through the high school program, and I was thinking about doing it before I moved up here, but it just seemed silly because each state has different regulations. So anyways, the few things that have worked for me trying to study in between all this stuff is the flashcards and writing stuff down. Like, writing stuff down and reading it is the only way I feel like I retained any information. And when I went to the beach that day and was by myself and it was quiet, that was literally the best study day ever. Because if I'm trying to study at home, I'm seeing all the different things that I need to get done, and I feel lazy sitting down and studying, which it's not, but I'm like, oh my god, like, I need to be washing dishes, I need to be folding laundry, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that. I shouldn't be sitting on the couch reading this like study guide, which I need to be doing all of it, but it was just very, very difficult for me to study at home. So I have to like leave my house in order to study, so I'm not looking at all the other things that are distracting me. I have had days where I have just like broke down and cried. I'm overwhelmed, overstimulated, I'm tired. But what keeps me going is the end goal. Like, I know this is all going to be worth it in the end. Just eye on the prize, you know, like it's hard now, but it's not going to be hard forever. And I just have to remind myself that daily, because I mean, when you're doing it all, I feel like the weight is on my shoulders for literally everything. So some days feel heavier than others, but I just gotta keep reminding myself that it's going to be okay. And I got this, but doesn't mean a girl doesn't cry. I need a peach Alani. Here are some words of encouragement. If you are in a similar situation, sign up for those classes. Just do it. You'll regret it if you don't do it, or, you know, like, I should have done this a few years ago, because that's how I feel now. I was scared. Still am, a little bit. Might be embarrassed, but you will be so glad that you signed up for those classes and got it done, and you will be so proud of yourself, because there is a small portion of me that is a small part that is very proud. Because I mean, I guess because of the situation that I've been put in for different things, I never thought I would be here. In a good way, not in a bad way, but to see myself owning my own home, putting myself through school and working full time, as hard as it is, I am very proud of myself. And I feel like if you just take that step in going back to school, if you want to, you will feel so good. I don't know why I'm rambling, but I'm a rambler. I don't know why. What am I doing with my hands? After I graduate from the CNA program, and hopefully, no, when I pass my state exams, I will continue working at the nursing home or assisted living place that I am working at currently. But I did get offered a position someplace else, so we will see what happens there. But I want to get enough experience so I can get to the hospital, hopefully, and continue to go to school and see where life takes me. But I do want to do like a question, like Q&A kind of video. I know this video is kind of chaotic, but I am getting ready to go to work. But oh, my mom is calling me. Let me just hit this button real quick. Sorry, Mom. But I just wanted to talk about it because, you know, starting your life over can be extremely scary, but it is possible. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys so much. But I need to go put my hair up in this cute clip. Look at this clip. Can you see it? It says chill pill. Haha. And get my butt to work so I can pay the bills. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.